Okay, this next build is this is kind of crazy, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build a lure that's designed for bed fishing. So when fish are on the nest, you know, and you're trying to catch them off the nest, one of the hard things to do is to try to get them to eat when they don't want to eat. They will pick something up and carry it off the nest. So I was looking for something that would agitate them. So I got to thinking, what if I made a lure that was like 3 minnows and they were feeding on a little egg sac, couples, you know, say a cluster of eggs. that would tick me off. Because I found some egg burglars in my house. I love eggs. So anyway, that's the thought behind this lure. As you'll see in the very end, this is not what I hoped it would be, but it's still really cool. It can be used for a lot of different things. Drop shotting, you could put it on a jig, but anyway, it's a fun build. Check it out. I don't think you'll be disappointed. Okay, I'm thinking about something like this. Okay. The idea behind this thing is to make it very thin, which is, you know, natural for a little bait fish this size, but that'll give a lot of movement to the rubber. It's going to be a rubber bait. It's going to be a little swim bait that you can drop shot with. And I say drop shot. This is a different take on drop shotting. Okay, let's give this little devil some details. So we're looking at something like this. Probably gonna do a little bit of an open mouth right there. No, I don't want to do an open mouth because it'll be connected there. Okay, time to put some scales on, and you know, you guys have seen me on other videos use this mesh. There's one thing I want to say about this mesh. The way it's stamped out, because I'm pretty sure it's a die that just stamps through a thin sheet of copper. It actually has a direction to it. So what I do is I go ahead and take me a piece of foil tape. If you'll take your foil and stamp it first, then you can rotate it however you like it so that the scales line up this way, you know. Then, you know, it'll look more natural. I've seen guys stamp this way and it looks terrible. I've seen them stamp backwards and it looks terrible. To me, it looks terrible. But anyway, just a little tip about using this mesh to create some scale pattern. And then I need something flat that I can put a lot of pressure on. So I just take a piece of wood, put the pressure down, and then roll it back and forth as I go across. And that gives a real nice impression into the scales. And see how they look good from one direction?
Oh! Well, hello everybody. How are you? I gotta tell you something about fish after we do this. Take that off of me.
Yes, trace a little on here.
Oops, got the wrong side. Okay, so we got to make some fins. Probably looking at something like something like it right there, and then maybe get right there, and then we need a well, I'll tell you what, I'll fold that in half and make it even. Okay, so if this is the body, so I'd have something like this to go inside of the lure, and then this would be like this. So okay. Wow, that fits that little what you call it there pretty good. And this is just 1/16 inch. Well, let me just measure this. What is this? This is I use this a lot for little fins and tails and stuff. It's yeah, well, let's see here. Zero out. Yeah, it's 40 thousandths thick. Not quite a 16th. So 40 thousandths thick Lexan. And you know, Lexan is polycarbonate, you know, and it's basically what they used on the windshield of the shuttle back when I was a kid. Well, I wasn't a kid, but back when I was a younger man, maybe even in some circles I might have been called a boy. Okay, so I like that look right there. So let's peel that. It comes with a protective coating on it. Peel that off. And what I like doing now, I've been doing this thing where I take a knife and gouge it to put the rays in. This is just a model. So I'll slit that and stuff that in there. Okay, got the little fins cut out. It's going to look something like this. Something like that. Let's see if we can zoom in on that. Something about like that. I don't have those adjusted exactly, but pretty close. I can't wait to see him all put together with some color on him, some eyes on him. It's gonna look good. Why is that stuck together so good? Uh-oh. That's not a good sign. Well, we had some stickage on our parting line, but it looks like, well, I got one little bubble hole right there. But I don't think that'll affect, oh, a little tiny one there. I don't think that'll affect it. It'll be okay. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour several of these. I'm going to pour 3 of these. And those are going to be my models for my actual finished product mold, because what I'm wanting to do here requires 3 of them. The least amount of air bubbles in this model as I can get. So I'll just kind of break the surface tension there a little bit and try to pop those bubbles. Okay. I'm going to put a little bend in that. Okay, I think we're there. What I was thinking originally was making a mold where I shoot the 3 minnows in a, triad, and it in order to just hook on to the center of the connection, and the section would be like a little ball of eggs, and we'd call them like the old nest nibbler, the old nest robber, the old egg burglar. But anyway, I've already got one, I think.
Not from lure up.
Oh, okay. There we go. Ah, not bad. Oh yeah, much better. No flashing. Man, them look gorgeous. Ooh, baby. All right, let's see how the pink ones turn out. Oh man, they look good. Now they're translucent pink, so you can only see, red from the mold, but once I put it in the water, you'll see the pink. Oh yeah, baby. Alright, very subtle pink. Very subtle, but I like it. I like it a lot. I want to brush the white on because I want it to, oh gosh, forgot about that pickup in there. But I want it to be kind of more uniform. So I'm going to start, hit the gill. While we're waiting on that white to dry, let's go ahead and try to put a little yellow on these eggs. So I might put a touch of red in there. Let's go ahead and put on some glitter. I mean some pigment. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? I mean, that looks so good. I hope you guys are able to pick that up the way that that looks right here. That just makes them minnows pop, man. Little nest robbers, little spawn burglars. Spawn burglar alert. Okay, here's what she looks like in the water. A little bit of current. Kind of looks like minnows feeding on an egg sac. Oh well. That was a fun build. I was so I don't know, captured by the realism of those minnows. I was able to get that, it's an iridescent pigment, and work that in, and I've got a clear coat that I can spray over it to seal it. I was really happy with all that. The action was not exactly what I was hoping for. I think I'm just going to have to refine and work on that, play with that up here a little while. It's just going to require, thinking through what is the best way to get those minnows to look like they're feeding on that egg sac. What kind of action. So I think getting the right location could be really deadly on some smallmouth and largemouth, but don't really have that around here, so I gotta plan a trip. Hey honey, I gotta plan a trip. It's official now. So stay tuned. We got some more stuff coming in the pipeline. If you enjoyed the new logo, Lure Up is the name of the channel now. Our little intro was a lot of fun. I thank my son for all the work he does for that. And then when you see that that lure busting out of the water, that's my boy. He'll go the distance. I tell you what, he's creative. Can he come up with that idea? And it's just fantastic, I think. I love it. So anyway, it's a lot of fun. Stay tuned. Share with your friends. Hit the like button. That really helps. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And thanks for watching. And have a fantastic day.